I thought I would read out this piece that I'm about to post about Fred Thomas called Fred Thomas in the Groove That Keeps on Giving. James Brown's bassist walks into a bar. I thought I would read it out just in case there's people out there who prefer an audio option. I'm trying this out, I haven't done this before, so comment, let me know if this is something you want me to keep doing. I just thought it might be helpful, but maybe it's not, you let me know. Fred Thomas and the Groove That Keeps on Giving. Subtitle, James Brown's bassist walks into a bar. My local bar is the best. They host musicians almost every night, often from jazz, funk and Latin genres. A refreshing change from all the rock I'd hear in the pubs back home. Most evenings, I'll check who's playing, and last Saturday I read, Fred Thomas, member of the JBs, James Brown's bassist. I gasped. Okay, I thought, no excuses. I have to make it to this one. Turns out, everyone else in the neighborhood had the exact same idea. Even though I showed up early, I still had to wait 2 hours for a seat inside. Feeling absolutely tested, and I was. I almost left, but the moment the first notes hit, I forgot about all my troubles. The drink probably helped too. This bar houses great musicians, but as Thomas and his band launched into soul power, I felt the stories of James Brown's discipline come to life. All those tales of Brown's finds and fiery outbursts made complete sense. Not a single note was out of place. And yet, for all its precision, the bass gave space for funk. The crowd moved and the bartenders grooved. I found myself constantly torn between dancing and filming, but filming lost out when Thomas closed with, "Get up, I feel like being a sex machine." Smiling from ear to ear as this legendary rhythm played out before me, one thought kept circling my mind. This man is history. Artists like Fred Thomas are the archive, walking, breathing pillars of sound that shaped the world. And so, I take this moment to honor that history. So, who were the JBs? The JBs were James Brown's band throughout the 1970s and into the early 1980s, the heartbeat behind the godfather of soul. Fred Thomas joined in 1971, stepping in after Bootsy and Catfish Collins left for George Clinton's Parliament Funkadelic. Thomas would go on to play with Brown for 35 years, right up until Brown's passing in 2006. That kind of tenure is almost unheard of. With the JBs, Thomas played on some of Brown's most notable recordings. Doing It to Death, Gonna Have a Funky Time, Get on the Good Foot, Hot Pants, Make It Funny, and Papa Don't Make No Mess. As Ricky Vincent notes in Funk, the music, the people, and the rhythm of the one, the JBs influenced many of their contemporaries. From Fela Kuti to Miles Davis to Mick Jagger and Kool and the Gang. This solidified the JBs as not just another backing band, but an institution, and their legacy only strengthens with time. The groove grows. The tight bass lines and sharp horn stabs of the JBs didn't stay in the 1970s. In the 80s and 90s, young adults rummaged through their parents' James Brown records, finding grooves to rhyme over. The repurposed, sampled grooves would help birth a new genre, hip-hop. Pass the Peas found its way into Eric B. and Rakim's I Am No Joke. The grunt resurfaced in Wu-Tang Clan's Protect Your Neck. And Give Me Some More was flipped by A Tribe Called Quest in God Lives Through. And the list goes on. From Public Enemy to Project Pat, Thomas's bass is the groove that keeps on giving. With thousands of uses, it's no wonder that Brown called Thomas the most sampled bass player in the world. After the show, I thought about saying something to Thomas, but hesitated. I never like to bother artists after they've already poured so much into a performance. Still, as he graciously stopped to take a photo with a fan, I felt a quiet sense of gratitude. What I would have said was, thank you. Thank you for your contribution to art, to history, and to every groove that keeps us moving. Fred Thomas and the groove that keeps on giving. So that's what I wanted to say.